London.
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 London?
Yes, London. You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London. You got a toothbrush? We're going to London. Do you hear that, Doug? I'm coming to London.
Lefty.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Here we are again, people. Shouldn't have to be here by rights, all things considered. Just landed at Trafalgar Square. Still a while before things get going with Defend Our Juries, but I've just noticed, see the long line of police carriers going up the side. The real question today is whether the Met Police will stand down or whether they will make arrests. Basically, we have contradicting statements from courts and the government and the police. The court ruled the proscription of Palestine action unlawful, of course. The Met Police then said they wouldn't be making any further arrests at Defend Our Juries demonstrations. However, that was disproven after they made a recent arrest. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen today. I'm trying to stay optimistic. I'm expecting a good turnout, that's for certain. Just the amount of police carriers there doesn't really give a good sign for a police stand down. Perhaps it's just a show of presence, who knows. But I'm going to go and grab a coffee, meet up with a few people, and I'll catch up with you in a moment.
On with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it!
We're just about to get underway now. The square's filling up very nicely. There are a lot of press here as well. You can see the placards are blank at the moment, but in a few moments that's all going to change. I'm just going to move back to let a few more people sit down. Here we are. Printed signs, handwritten signs. Already hundreds of participants. The hope was to get 2,000 people. I'm not sure if the numbers will get that high. A lot of people still have court cases and things coming up, which is why they've been unable to come. Some people are choosing to defy court orders, etc., which is exceptionally brave.
Just come back a bit now, let some more sitters through and fill it up. That'd be brilliant.
So things are just about getting started, as you can see. Moving back to make room for even more. Filling up nicely now. There's a great amount of support here as well. We have the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network. We have the Jewish Bloc for Palestine here. So any ridiculous accusations of anti-Semitism will be immediately dealt with. I'm going to have a chat with a few people in a minute. So far, so good. Haven't been any arrests yet, just so that you know. Alright people, we're here again with Pete, who I'm sure would rather not have to be here today, but here we are again. How are you feeling about today, Pete?
Well, I'm here because the cause is still the same as when we were all massed late last year in Parliament Square. The government is mucking everybody about with the judicial review. I mean, at the moment, everybody's in limbo. We want that to end as soon as possible. And we also, obviously, want the desecration and genocide in Palestine.
We do. I heard a stat from Hodge, Jones and Allen on the Zoom the other night that the most popular demographic of so-called terrorists in the country is a retired person who holds up a placard. It's now official, they're the most dangerous people in the country. How do you feel about that?
Well, The last time I got arrested at one of these, somebody said as I was coming out, "Are you a terrorist?" And I said, "Well, I'm terrifying with a piece of cardboard." And that's really where it still stands.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a terrorist, then Pingu is Abo Hamza.
And where are you up to with the procedure from your last arrest?
Well, it's still in abeyance. I've been put back 3 times, and they've now said late November. I think everybody's getting pushed back. Obviously, they're waiting to see the results of the judicial review.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a massive waste of the court's time, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, good luck today, brother,
Thank
and
you, brother.
Really proud of you once again.
Thank you very
good
much.
Luck, Pete. Here at what is looking like the first arrest of the day. Didn't take very long at all, unfortunately.
Stop the bombing, release the prisoners, divest and sanction.
So where it's all starting now. Met from all over the country actually. They're just lining up, I think, to start doing some arrests. I've noticed Cheshire Constabulary and Welsh as well. So as per before, met from all over the country. You can see another arrestee here. I'm going to follow them down to the holding area.
That's not a problem at all. We can make our way out this way, and then we'll pop ourselves over to there.
Stop the genocide. That's all those signs saying.
It looks like the same setup as last time. This is where the holding area is going to be. A bunch of carriers that we saw earlier lined up to take them away.
Well, there's loads of people there, so can't go that way.
A friend of mine here currently waiting to be taken away.
Whoa! We'll do what we can. Expensive phones, be careful.
Damn right!
So a gentleman you can see in the centre of his shot now has just stood up and encouraged more people to come and take part. I'm really proud of everybody. It's at the moment, the atmosphere is incredible. Just so proud of all these people here. A lot of people who I know a lot of people are making great sacrifices as well to be here. People who are arguably a lot braver than me, defying court orders, etc.
What do we support?
But we need more people like this in the country to stand up to the powers that be, to stand up to this draconian legislation that was initiated by Yvette Cooper, now perpetuated by Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood and Keir Starmer as well. They should all be absolutely ashamed of themselves. What the total cost of this will be in terms of police resources and then for the courts is unclear, but it is too much, whether it's a penny or £1 million. It's an absolute disgrace, and it literally makes me ashamed to be British, I have to be honest. I really do have to be honest. This really is a sad chapter in the history of the United Kingdom, but I'm very proud to say that I and many people who I know are doing what we can to stand up against it. This is Britain in 2026, people. Okay, here with fellow Mancunian, Joel. Sitting today, how are you feeling?
I'm glad the sun's out.
It's just come out, hasn't it?
That is nice.
Time that well.
Always grateful for that. When you're a man comedian, there's never a time we're not like, oh, nice sun.
Shouldn't have to be today though.
No. But yeah, I'm feeling. I know it's weird walking through. I got off the tube at Leicester Square, walking through, that bit of London.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely heaving with people, out about doing their cultural London experiences, and there's something just so deeply unsettling, disturbing when you see everything just continuing as normal when the worst crimes imaginable are being committed with the active participation of the British state and the British military every day.
Yeah.
And we feel like we're a few days from honestly not knowing if we're going to wake up in the morning with the whole world up in flames.
That is literally true.
Yeah,
that is literally true though.
It felt like the world was hanging on a cliff edge, and we have the most. I don't even think we have words for the contemptible level of cowardice and appeasement from the likes of Starmer. Like, I was thinking about it the other day, like Neville Chamberlain, like his name has become like almost like a slang term for cowardice and short-sightedness in that cowardice for his appeasement of Hitler and the Nazis. And we're just seeing, Trump and Netanyahu the Israelis are the 21st century Nazis, and they're being appeased and appeased and appeased. So they're taking the genocide from outside Palestine to southern Lebanon. They're trying to do the same, collapse the civil infrastructure in Iran. Like, if you just continue to enable the most malignant, sadistic narcissists imaginable, they won't stop. They will continue and just continue until someone stops them.
Give them an inch, they'll take a mile in your entire country while they're at it.
Literally. Because why would they stop? Like they keep being,
they're getting away with it,
reinforced that they can get away with literally anything, and it's just, when the Europeans were all like, oh no, but not Greenland.
Yeah.
Like they explicitly said, you had Macron saying, we helped you destroy Syria, we're up for helping you destroy Iran, but Greenland, belongs to white people, so that's true. That's not the deal.
Yeah.
Like so, just overt white supremacy across the board.
And in Israel's case, they can't even tell you where the border of their own country is, because they're that oppressive to all the neighbours.
I think they're the only nation state in the world that doesn't self-define its own borders.
Yeah.
Because since David Ben-Gurion said that the Litani River in Lebanon would make a natural northern border for the state they wanted to create on top of other people. So they've wanted to do this since the beginning. Like, they were never happy with just historic Palestine. Like, they want to go further, and you've got these Zionist evangelical lunatics controlling American foreign military, who seem to be quite up for letting them just continue to kill and steal. And
it's no tin hat theory either, because he stood up at the United Nations with the map of the so-called Greater Israel to show you what their intentions are. Now, if you can't nip that in the bud, you're deep into fascism. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is. A few years ago, I'd have for strategic messaging reasons, I would have held back from making too many direct comparisons between the Israelis and the Nazis.
Yeah.
Now I think it's actually wildly inappropriate to not make that comparison, because it's they are racial supremacists carrying out a Holocaust who believe that they have a God-given and genetic superiority, and on that basis they can kill an endless number of people and steal everything from them. That is, and they're ultimately they're a tool. I mean, their rhetoric's exactly the same. They're defending Western civilization from the Eastern hordes.
Yeah.
It's just what the Nazis said. It's how they justified. They said they were going after Judeo-Bolsheviks, and now the Zionists and the far right are saying it's the Islamo-Marxists.
Yeah.
In this country we've had it's a coalition between the Islamists and the woke left.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Narratives the Nazis were using,
and even descendants of Holocaust survivors themselves, who we have here in their own block, would say exactly the same thing. And if they can recognise it, then why can't the UK government? It's crazy. Crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Zionist occupation exists because it was beneficial to the British Empire, and now it's been seen as essential to the US Empire. Like,
well, it was referred to as British Palestine after the war, yeah.
But there's a quote, I can't remember who the guy was, some British imperialist, who said we should create a Jewish ethno-state in Palestine to create a little loyal Jewish Ulster in a sea of potentially hostile Arabs.
Would that be like Lord Balfour or someone like that?
It was someone
like that, yeah.
Where they looked at the occupied north of Ireland, and where they'd inflamed, religious division and conflict there for the ends of empire, and they literally said, let's do that in the Arab world, but with Jews instead of Protestants. And like it just openly said that's what it was all about. It wasn't about Jewish safety or self-determination. Like it was about, like Balfour was a raging anti-Jewish racist.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to create a Jewish homeland because he hated Jewish people and wanted them out of Britain.
Yeah.
It's like it's not rhetorical.
And that's a great point, because why would none of the European countries, after everything that the Jewish communities in all those countries went through, wouldn't accept them? Yeah.
It's like, honestly, and I think about this a lot, like, if aliens came down today and listened to how stuff's talked about, I'm pretty sure they would conclude that the Holocaust was carried out by, like, brown Arab Muslims, not white Western European Christians. Like, because the world is turned on its head.
Yeah.
Like Germany will be like, oh, we know about protecting Jewish people. It's like, have we all gone insane? Have we all gone insane?
Joel, thanks a lot for talking to us.
Thank
really
you.
proud of you today. See you soon, brother. Gives us a fist bump there. All right, solidarity. Not sure what's about to go down, but just looked across the other side of the fountains there. There's about 100 cops all lined up. Don't know what's about to happen. There's a few more over on that side. But they're certainly not stood there for nothing. Let's see what's happening, people. This is the next line about to go in.
Stop torture and stop murdering in Iraq. Free all political prisoners in Iraq. Down with the Islamic regime of Iran. Down with the Islamic regime of Iran.
Sorry about the audio, we've got some Mossad CIA thing back here, some pro-American shite.
Executions in Iran. Free all protesters in Iran. Free all protesters in Iran. Stop executions in Iran. Stop executions in Iran.
This is what's happening.
Look at the people sitting down. Like 300 pigs or something. God. Yes, pigs. Oh, look at them. Great. How was he doing? Oh, holding a placard. Man, yeah, get him. Get him. They're saying the wrong thing.
For Gaza, if I had to rise up now, I would do it for Gaza. I would do it for Gaza, for they deserve the best. For the West Bank. If I had to rise up now, I would do it for the West Bank. I would do it for the West Bank, for they deserve the best. For Lebanon. If I had to rise up now, I would do it for Lebanon. I would do it for Lebanon, for they deserve the best.
Well, this is quite a surprise, but we've just bumped into the man himself.
Hello.
Keith, what have you got to say for yourself? This is completely shameful behaviour from the Met Police. Anything to say? No, I thought as much, you absolute liar.
Shame! Shame!
I mean, come on, Keith. Look what's happening here. What's the nothing to say for yourself? He's got nothing to say for himself. So I hope you can make him out there. This is Rob, also known as 3D from Massive Attack. You can see there with the shades on. The guy with the black cap. some celebrities down here, some professional, well-known musicians as well. But Rob is a great campaigner for causes as well. I was hoping to actually grab an interview with him before he sat down. We have mutual friends. We're just one of many cities, of course, whether you're well known or not, it all matters.
I've been unlawfully arrested. So I'm witnessing a farcical authoritarian overreach. You know, we're talking about vandalism. That is not the crime against the, you know, in light of the crimes that are being committed against the Palestinian people, and now the Lebanese people, and the Iranian people, and so on and so forth. So we have to use these moments to protest. Otherwise, this democratic country we live in doesn't really actually stand for anything. The example of this, of the misuse of law, to pretty much dampen the sort of like the spirit of protest in a country which is built on a democracy based on the ability to protest and to have dissent and to argue with the government and disagree with the government. That's what we've always done. That's the foundation of how a democracy works. So to try and defeat it by using the law makes it even more worrying and disappointing. We believe ourselves to be the good people, but we're the people on the side of the missile launches, not the people the missiles are being fired at. Yeah, I will be arrested, yeah. I'd argue in court all day long that the higher court has found the prescription of Palestine action to be unlawful, and therefore that arrest would make this arrest for me be unlawful. I'll argue that all day long.
Okay, this is a bit meta. YouTubers interviewing YouTubers. We've got Crispin Flintoff here. You might also know him from, formerly known as the not the Andrew Marr Show.
Yeah, now it's my name. Crispin Flintoff.
No, it's Crispin Flintoff. Go and subscribe if you don't know him already. Great stuff. Crispin, what do you make of what's happening today?
I think it's really sad that we've got all these police here doing their job, arresting people when apparently even if they get convicted, most of them will just get community sentence, a fine of $1,000 or a few thousand quid. Not anything to do with terrorism. It's just a crazy waste of our time because the government is behaving like, I suppose it's just like a child who won't accept that they can't have their way, so they're just basically...
It's just pure petulance really, isn't it?
It's just crazy. And what you're seeing around the world with like, this possibility of war, you know, in the Straits of Hormuz. I mean, Starmer's saying he's getting a group of different countries to go and try and take over the Strait of Hormuz. That's a world war situation.
Yeah.
And he just dropped that in an interview, like, there.
But we're not involved. We're not involved, but we're just joining these other countries who are involved. You know.
And they're going to try and take on Iran in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
And Iran has been carrying out building programs for drones for 20 years because they've known that this is going to happen.
Yeah, they said they've been preparing for this since the invasion of Iraq in the early 2000s, so they've had a lot of time to get ready, and a lot of the tech that they're using is still old. They've not used the new stuff, the new missiles, new drones.
The new ones are not even unpacked yet.
So
I can't understand why this government is so incompetent, and we've got a media that doesn't tell us what's going on because the media's making out Iran's on its knees and Iran's desperate for a ceasefire and Iran can't take any more bombs, and it's been pointed out to me that Iran is the size of France, Germany, Spain, United Kingdom, Italy, all together. That is massive.
It is.
So even if they're bombing it a lot, it's not going to destroy Iran, and their people are so determined to carry on. It's just a pointless pursuit. And all the police here, it's just like it's like some sort of pantomime, like something you'd see at the end of a pier. Maybe it's a joke. It's a joke. Really.
It's really dystopian, isn't it? Yeah. And Spain have done the right thing. Was it yesterday they announced a full embargo? And even Meloni in Italy, who's far right, it's beyond the pale even for her, so it just goes to show how ridiculous it is. But we could certainly do with taking a few lessons from Spain in this country, definitely.
Yeah, well, we've got a really crappy Prime Minister, and there's no one else in there who's even able to oppose him. I mean, he wouldn't even let Andy Burnham, who's
Oh yeah,
particularly radical. We wouldn't
the
even
Gordon
let
and
him
Denson
pick up
thing,
an
yeah.
MP. When are we going to get any change? Tories are the same as Labour.
Yeah.
Lib Dems are all for it. And then the Greens have got this guy Zach Polanski who I don't trust, because where's he come from? I mean, we're just being messed around all the time.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to get any help from the government or from the mainstream media. That's why we need great alternative media, like on the Crispin Flintoff Show. So do go and subscribe if you're watching. Awesome content. Cheers for chatting with us, mate.
All right, cheers. Thank
Solidarity.
you.
Something that the Nazis did to the Jews, and now Israeli Zionists in Exactly. And honestly, if you've got children, if you go home tonight and chuck your kids up in bed, spare a thought for those Palestinians and Lebanese that are lying under the rubble. They're dead, their families are destroyed, families that go back generations are all killed. And our government is complicit in this, and thereby you are complicit in this because you are there, you are supporting the government.
Yeah, it's very sad, it's very sad. And just like when the Nazis were killing the Jewish people, they were just taking orders, and you are just taking orders. You are also taking orders from Zionists, racists, Nazis who are running Israel.
Free the people, free the land! No peace or stolen land! No peace or stolen land! Free the people, free the land! Free the people, free the land! No peace or stolen land! No peace or stolen land! Brick by brick, wall by wall! Zionism has to fall! Brick by brick, wall by wall! Brick by brick, wall by wall! Zionism has to fall! Zionism has to fall! Zionism is a crime! Get your hands off Palestine! Get your hands off Palestine!
So we've got someone trying to antagonise the crowd here. The de-escalators just stepping in to try and have a word.
Terrorist supporters off our street! Terrorist supporters off our street! Get out of there! Get out of there, you communist supporters, you communist scum! Get out of it! Get out of it, you communist scum! We got some fans, everyone! We got fans! No, not my mic. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Move out of the way. No, not you. No, you fascist. I'm not walking into you. Who's a fascist? What's that?
Oh, you know why? Because you're a far-right Nazi lover.
I'm Jewish.
Yes, so am I. Well, why didn't you come and join the Jewish bloc? Why didn't you come and join the Jewish bloc?
Calm down. What's that?
Don't tell me to wind down. You're a Jew. I doubt it.
Sorry, can you all just
He came up to the Jewish bloc earlier and started being very abusive towards us, right? And now he's trying to do the same up here with a megaphone. He needs a megaphone.
You're right.
He needs a megaphone.
You are right.
No, I'm right.
Well, just
Like
let him do
I say,
it.
he came up to the Jewish bloc earlier and was being very, very abusive towards us. Well, he needs to be taken away. He's gone off and got a megaphone to make even more of
it. So this is another friend of mine, Catherine. I'm sure she won't mind being named. Just being, just being held in the little holding pen that they've got going on here. A few drops of rain coming down at the moment. Might have to make a bit of a. Might have to go and seek shelter somewhere. There's about 10 people being processed in here at the moment. But, well done, Catherine, if you're watching, I'm proud of you. Solidarity. So these are the last arrestees here. I can see my friend Rajan down there. I think he's been at every single one of these so far, to be honest.
Good on him.
Good on him, yeah. Very brave of him. A few other familiar faces as well. So I would say a few of them 50 sign holders left at the moment. initial estimates are that there were between 500 and 600 sitters. For the last 2 hours at least, they've been taking people away very quickly, very rapidly. In fact, well, they're just right behind me now, waiting to take a few more away. But I would probably guess, just off of experience, that it might all be over in the next hour or so. I don't know. The current rate, anyway. We'll have to see. Just really proud of these people, and obviously a lot of these people have been sitting for the longest amount of time. So it's really brave of all of them. Really proud of every single one of them. Shame on the Mets.
Obviously, we know you don't want to be doing this. We know you don't want to do this. Next time, can you just take... Next time, why didn't you just take the day off? And to your name and address, alright? Excuse me. Are you going to walk? No, that's right. It can be very uncomfortable to be carried. I know it's been carried before. Do you have any... It's very uncomfortable. There's a genocide going on. Is there any...
Watch your backs, guys, please. Sorry, sir. Just move out of the way. Support the shoulder! Support the shoulder! Can't spend it anywhere. I can't spend that.
I'll pop that in your bag.
Under section 13 of the... Make sure you keep it safe. It looks valuable.
There you go, look at that. I'll put it.
Go on, Alex.
You do a job attacking old lady. You're a little Wayne Cousin, aren't you? Wayne Cousin, that's what you are. Scumbag.
Lift the ban! Lift the ban! Lift the ban! Lift the ban! Why are the police smiling as they arrested Alex, you make us proud! Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Alex, you make us proud! Alex, you make us proud! Free Palestine today, every day, every fucking day! Free Palestine, lift the ban on Palestine action!
Free Palestine!
Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Alex, you make us proud! Alex, you make us proud! Say it clear, say it loud! Say it clear, say it loud! Alex, you make us proud! Alex, you make us proud!
Well, what an excellent send-off for Alex that was. We're just back in the main protest area now. It looks as though there's very few people remaining. Oh yeah, I would say 20 tops maybe. So we're very close to the end of at least the arrest phase at least. We've heard from other people that they have been offering street bail again. There's a separate holding area. Some people have accepted it, some people have chosen not to. You have to give your details if you're going to be released on street bail. In fact, I spoke to someone earlier who was arrested about 3 hours ago, and then he was back out after being street bailed. He came back and showed some support for everybody else's decision. I thought that was amazing. It's been incredible today, especially that send-off for Alex as she was being arrested. Awesome stuff. There's a lot of love and solidarity here, as we always expect, because this is a great community. People coming together to stand against genocide, to stand against war crimes, and to stand up to the UK's complicity in said war crimes, as well as the ridiculous draconian action taken by Yvette Cooper and later Shabana Mahmood. You might remember from previous DOJ protests a gentleman called Mike, who's actually blind and is a wheelchair user. Very famous images of him being arrested in Parliament Square going around. He's here again today. He's actually looks like one of the last people to be arrested, so he will have been here for some considerable time as well. So there's a few Babylon blocking my shot here, but really proud of people like Mike, and for the police to come down and consider someone like Mike to be a threat to any community, let alone a terrorist. It's ridiculous. It's cases like Mike that really sum up the ridiculousness of this entire thing. And another one of the final arrestees is Trudy Warner, who in a way sort of started Defend Our Juries. It was a protest against her arrest for holding up a sign outside the Old Bailey, and now here we are with more draconian legislation. Really proud of Trudy, of course, as well as everybody here. So the final few sitters remaining, unfortunately, have to make a move. Let's go and catch a train back up north. So that will be it from here in Trafalgar Square for now, but don't worry, we're going to be back in London in a few weeks' time with Take Back Power, causing some shenanigans. So as far as London goes, my left eye, I'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks a lot for watching to the end of the video. If you'd like to help the channel out a bit more, then please check out some of our other content and hit various supportive buttons such as like and subscribe. Super thanks are also open, and there's a link to our Buy Me a Coffee page in the description of this video. If you want to go a step further, then hit the join button, and for only 99p you can enjoy exclusive perks like members only videos and early viewings, plus lots more, and you get to join the list of awesome people that you can see on your screen right now. As always, your contributions are much appreciated. Thanks again, people. My left eye will be seeing you soon.